A strip club patron has filed a personal injury lawsuit.
Wait a minute. Why is this a story for me?
I just think you'd be particularly interested in this story.
I'll listen.
If I'm wrong, you can tell me so.
Okay.
A strip club patron has filed a personal injury lawsuit claiming that one of the performers slammed her large breasts into his neck and head.
I hate when that happens.
You know, most places you pay extra for that.
Yeah, I thought so.
But Bernie Carson...
So I've heard.
Bernie Carson... Me too. Bernie Carson accused PT's Show Club of Belleville, Illinois, of negligence, and he's suing performer Busty Hart of assault and battery. $200,000 he's looking for as a result of emotional distress, mental anguish, and indignity. His indignity, allegedly. Because, again, as I said earlier, there's nothing more degrading to a man than having breasts knocked around his head.
Emotional distress.
So he's suing for $200,000. That suit yet to be heard. It is reported that Hart's breasts weigh 40 pounds each, as she has an 88-inch chest. But as I said earlier, it's a little odd because it's an 88 A cup. So you figure that one out. In sports, Red Sox 11.
Like broom handles.
Yeah, yeah, really. Could you imagine?
Well, we got
88 A cup.
I got a phone ringing on this one.
Oh, okay.
Good morning, Pixy.
Hey, how you doing?
Good. How are you?
Hey, you know, you guys have had me cracking up since I heard the 88A. I mean,
I could not.
To me,
you know,
Could you imagine?
88. You know, that's what I would call a real set of torpedoes.
that would scare me.
The guy's got to be a loser, though. The guy's got to be a loser.
Oh, the guy that got hit with the big breast.
Yeah,
Hey,
to be
he's
suing him. I mean,
he's just a weasel trying to get some money. I mean,
I think so.
everybody's sue happy. Everybody's got to sue everybody, and that's the 90s, you know.
Everybody's trying to suckle off the big legal teat, so
I
to
think
speak.
so.
And I think that's a legal term. That's sort of a... No, it is.
He's the kind of guy, though, that's going to fall in a bucket of breasts and come out sucking his thumb. I mean,
Fall in a bucket of breasts and come out sucking his thumb. I like that. This guy should be writing for this program.
Yeah, do you want another
Keep
job,
him on
bud?
the line, yeah. We need him. Red Sox winners last night, 17-1.
Oh, man.
Oh, man is right. They beat the Texas Rangers in a big way, and we'll have more sports coming up in just a few. Here's Channel 5 meteorologist Mark Rosenthal.
Chris and Ken, here's what's happening on the Channel 5 Weather Center. I'm Mark Rosenthal reporting for Pixy 103.
I put the big breast story there at the end of the news because I wanted to put it in proximity to Mark's forecast because, as we all know, that's usually a big bust also. It's 65 degrees in Hyannis, and it's 8:35 on a Wednesday morning at Pixie. So Barry Switzer couldn't happen to a nicer guy as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, right. That's not how you just say it. I believe the word dick was somewhere inserted in
No,
that.
it's Barry. His name's Barry.
Yeah, but that's not what you said, though.
Cowboys head coach Barry Switzer arrested and facing gun possession charges after a loaded pistol was found in his carry-on luggage, Dallas-Fort Worth International Airport. I love this story. I love his explanation, too. He says, first of all, Switzer says, I'm embarrassed for this incident. He says he put the gun in his travel bag last Saturday because there were children visiting his house. And he thought there might be trouble. So he said, I'm going to arm myself. No, he said...
the kids?
No, I'm kidding. He said that... he said he was in a hurry to hide the gun from the kids. And so that what he did was he forgot to store it properly. And then instead he just stuffed it in the bag. And then he never took it out of the bag when he packed the bag to take it with him to the airport on Monday. Now, I'm thinking...
I didn't think that it was a coach needed the pack heat, man.
Yeah, what's he got it for to be? Well, we're talking, this is Texas. Remember.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
It's sort of a law. I think in Texas, the gun law is...
Yeah. It's
you
not
have
the size of your penis, it's the size of your gun.
Exactly.
Okay.
Texas gun laws, you have to have one.
I'm sorry.
I mean, as a matter of fact, in Texas, if the cops pull you over and you don't point a gun at them, you're in trouble, man.
Oh, my.
They think you're... What are you, a wuss? Come on over here, boy.
Oh, man.
Anyway, so this offense is a third-degree felony punishable by a couple of 10-year jail sentences and a fine of up to $10,000 if they wanted to throw the book at Switzer, but...
Third degree.
We don't need that on America's team now, do we? He's stealing the spotlight from Michael Irvin.
Yeah.
I think he was bringing the gun to the team meeting, actually.
Is that what was going on?
I think. You know, they lost on Sunday.
Yeah. Now, listen up, boys.
Don't make me use this thing.
Don't make me use this thing.
I got kids at home.
You said you had another story on that whole thing in Africa that was
Oh,
going on yesterday.
in Dakar.
In Dakar.
I left it in Dakar.
In Dakar.
No, it's in Dakar. It's more people dying from being accused of shrinking the penises of the African people. Well, the men in particular.
Well, yeah. I think
Their penises seem to be most affected by this. Hey, as long as we've gone this far, you want me to hit the rest of the sports real quick?
Hey, why don't you? We'll get that out of the way, and then we can...
we'll talk about the shrinking penis phenomenon up ahead. They now know why, or they now know
really?
How they think it's transmitted, or how these people believe it's transmitted. I'll tell you.
That should be interesting.
Yes, it should.
All right, do a little sports.
A lot of things should be interesting. We try damn hard.
Chris Barnes has your Sports Minute on Pixy 103.
Red Sox, last night in Texas.
The amazing Chris and Ryan Rock and Roll Morning Show.
Might have seen in the Times today, the real Kramer is feuding still with the real Soup Nazi. So, blessed are the peacemakers. Brian and I gave it a shot.
Well, we've got Kenny on the phone with us now, and we just wanted to kind of mend the bridge there and kind of patch things up.
I don't know that kind of person. I don't know him.
You don't mind Kenny? You like Kenny, don't you?
I don't know Kenny. I don't know anybody, really.
Hey, Kenny.
Hello?
Kenny's on the phone with us now.
Good morning. I'll call you back, sir. Thank you.
Kenny.
What?
Oh,
my.
Man. You heard that.
He called me that real bum.
Who knows who will call tomorrow. And we will have your last chances to get registered for Home Invasion Part 2.
The amazing Chris and Brian Rock and Roll Morning Show. Pixie 103.
This is James Earl.